People are earning thousands of dollars per day on Axiom Pro trading meme coins, and in this video I'm going to cover how you can do it as well. Now this video will be a basic overview, a complete overview about Axiom Pro, how you can set it up, how you can change your settings, and how you can make your first trade on the platform. I'll also cover some strategies that people are using to make money on Axiom Pro. So if you're looking for a step-by-step guide, a guide that will walk you through everything, then this video will help you out. So first, you're going to need an account on Axiom Pro. You can go to the link in the description and it's going to take you to axiom.trade at full moon. This is going to give you 10% off trading fees. So when you click start trading here, you will see full moon here. You can enter in your email and you can sign up straight away. Now, once you've signed up, you can go ahead and enter in your password here straight away. Make sure you remember this. It's then going to take you to this window where you can allow this and you can allow things to be copied to the clipboard. Now it will show you a recovery key. Now this key will allow you to get back into your account if you ever lose access. So click reveal my key, write it down on a piece of paper, and that way if you forget your password, you can still get into your funds. After you've done that, it's going to give you an introduction into Axiom. Click finish, then it will show you a address, which is going to be a Solana address, where you can go ahead and deposit Solana. You can do this through your wallet, through Phantom Wallet, Exodus Wallet, any wallet or anywhere that you have Solana. If you close out of this, you can always deposit later by going to deposit in the top right hand corner. You can also convert as well, but I'd recommend just making a direct deposit of Solana. So here I am on my actual account. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on deposit and I'm going to go ahead and deposit some Solana right now through my wallet. So we'll copy this address. We'll then go ahead and send some Solana and we'll paste in the address that we want it to go to. I'm going to paste and send in all of it. We'll then click send and click send again. So as you can see, our Axiom value now is now $98 and we can start to make some trades. So when you first get onto Axiom, you'll be on the Discover tab. Here you can see what's trending for the past minute, past 5 minutes, past 30 minutes, and an hour. It's also going to give you information about these tokens, including the market cap, the liquidity, the volume, and then it's going to give you a bunch of token info like how much percentage of people are the top 10 holders. You've got here the insiders, the dev holdings. So does the dev hold any tokens? Are there any bundlers and so on? Now I'll explain more of this in a second. But if you're wanting to make money from Axiom Pro, which probably you are, right, if you're on this video, every screenshot and every trader that you see goes and trades on the pulse section. Here you will see new pairs that are in final stretch, and pairs that have migrated. Now, you want to change and customize a couple of settings before you start going crazy into coins, because there are things you need to change, there are filters that you need to add, and you need to go ahead and understand kind of like what all of this means, even if you understand it vaguely. So you can go to display and you can go ahead and change your metrics here. So this is just going to change the visual metrics of the market caps here. So you can see it changes everything. Now you've also got the quick buy button. Now the quick buy button is going to allow you to buy a coin without actually looking into it. So if there's a coin that's going crazy that you need to just get into straight away, you can go into this coin. I like to leave this on large, and you can always change the amount that you quick buy in a second, and I'll show you that shortly. You've then got stuff like the color, which I like to keep it on blue. And then one thing that you will want to change, the progress ring, I would change it to a progress bar. So you can see here the progress and the bonding of a coin. And you can just see this visually. If it's on a bar, it just looks a lot easier to see. Okay, so now we've got display out the way. Now you can go ahead and customize the display more. If you go down into the bottom right, you can customize your theme and the color, but for the video, we're going to keep this on default. Now you'll notice there are a lot of things here. So there are a lot of features, and these features can all be used to make money. But if you're a beginner, I wouldn't get overwhelmed with all of these features. Like you can go and add wallets to a wallet tracker. Now, if you find someone that's consistently taking profits, making money, you can, or even like these famous influencers, right? You can add their wallets. You can kind of analyze what coins they enter, why do they enter this coin, when do they exit. I wouldn't use it to copy their trades, but it's good for analyzing who is making trades and why they're making those trades. Then you've got a Twitter tracker, and you can go ahead and add handles to this Twitter tracker as well. So this will allow you to add X users or Twitter users, and you'll be able to then track when they make a tweet. And when someone popular makes a tweet about something controversial or just anything really, you'll see it appear in the new pairs section. So right now, we can see the new pairs, the final stretch, and migrated. Now, what you need to do is you need to go ahead and change the filters for these coins. Now, if we remove all filters, you're going to see a load of spam coins flood through. And the filters are basically going to essentially like filter out the bad coins from the good coins. Now, you can go on YouTube right now, you can search best filters for Axiom Pro. And everyone's going to tell you different filters, right? Everyone's going to tell you different things because these filters are essentially making the screen show only what you want it to show, only what you think is a good coin, and only coins that you have potential in entering. Now, these top traders aren't going to show you their filters because their filters, along with their brain and like how they've analyzed coins, those two things are the main things that they use to make money. People that tell you their filters, you can go and copy their filters, and that's all well and good. But if you don't have their brain and their understanding of what is valuable and what isn't, then you're just going to be blindly guessing. So a lot of this is repetition. A lot of this is looking at the chart. You have to think and look, what is a good narrative? Why is this a good narrative? And so on. But just some basic filters to get you started. I'm looking at the pump, bonk, and also these two filters. But for most of you, and for most coins that aren't going to be rugged easily, you want to check pump and bonk. And this is on the new pairs filter. You can change filters for all of these different sections here. So then when we scroll down, we're on the audit section. And what I've just got on the new pairs filter is I've got bundlers at max 30%. So you don't want to enter a coin with more than 30% of bundlers. And then here on metrics, I've got the minimum volume at 500. This just means I'm not going to be like the first one into a coin. I don't want to be the first one into a coin. And then for socials, I've got at least one social. Now this gets rid of all the spammy coins with no socials, which I don't want to enter. Now, to be honest, entering new pairs is risky. A lot of the big money is made from final stretch and migrated. But if there is a coin which comes out straight away, which you perhaps might be waiting for, you can use the search keywords to only show those coins. So like if Donald Trump tweets something, you want to be ready, right? So then we've got final stretch. And again, I'm looking at these same protocols. And then on audit here, we have the top 10 holders to 40%. And then you can go and customize all of these to your liking. You want to really change these around depending on market conditions. If we go to metrics, I've got the minimum market cap on 10,000. And then on socials here, I've not got anything for final stretch. And then we got migrated. Here I've got top 10 holders, 40%, 40%, 40% on snipers. And then 30% on bundle. Now you're going to hear a lot of people talking about this. And a lot of people will kind of gloss over it. But the filters are essentially what is going to filter out the good from the bad. You don't want to enter in a coin and not be sure. Ideally, you want to be sure that this is a great narrative. Now, people are going to tell you a lot of different things. Some people are going to say you need to make your money in the new pairs or final stretch. Some people are going to say, I don't even make that many trades. I just make a trade on good narratives and then I hold it. If I know it's going to be a good narrative, I know that I can hold it and I can take profits as it goes up. But some people are in and out of coins very, very quickly. And you kind of need to just start making trades, understand the market, and then make a decision on what strategy you're going to implement based on who you're following. Now, as you can see, we've got new coins coming through all the time that we could go ahead and click on. So let's just go ahead and click on one of these coins, right? Now, you can see this is a blatant rug pull. The dev bought, the dev sold. And this is what you're going to see a lot on new pairs, especially if you don't have your filters set up properly. A lot of your money, to be honest, is going to be made on final stretch and migrated. So let me click on this coin. Now the market is quite slow at the minute. Here we can see we have this coin called iDraw Live. Now if you hover over this link icon, it's going to show you if they have a X or Twitter profile. So here it is on Pump Fun. So you can see these are currently live, and here you can see their X. They are live on X as well. It's created by this guy, Cypher Wiz. Now you can see, look, his account was created September 2025, which is when I'm recording this. So I'd be very wary of getting into a coin like this. But if you did want to get into this coin, you can buy and sell here. So if you go to the top left, you've got the buy and sell window. So we've got the market cap here. We've got the current price, the liquidity, and the supply. So the current price or the current market cap is 49,000. If you go down here, you've got the trades, you've got the holders, and these are the people that are holding the coins. And to be honest, you could go ahead and copy these traders if they are profitable and add them to your wallet tracker just as a beginner, just to kind of see what people are doing and what trades they're making. But if you wanted to buy, you need to go here to presets. Now, the presets are going to change depending on the market conditions, but a preset to start off with, and a preset that I often use, is 15% slippage, 0.001 priority, and 0.001 bribe. You can also enable auto fee, and that will kind of change it based on what Axiom thinks the market conditions are. You can go and change these presets as well. If the coin is experiencing a lot of trades and you really want your trades to get in, you need to set a higher slippage. Now, a 15% slippage means that if I buy, there's going to be 15% room to execute the trade. So if the price goes up 10%, I'm going to be able to buy based on my slippage because it's 15%. But if the price goes up, let's say 20%, it isn't going to buy. And the same thing for sell as well. You want to, these are my settings currently because the market is not going crazy, but you want to go ahead and play around with these slippage, priority, and bribe settings. And again, other people will tell you different things based on market conditions, when they're trading, and what kind of coins they're entering in. Now the market, like I said, is very slow right now, so let me go ahead and click on a random coin. And you've got then the amount that you want to buy. Now I'm not going to make a buy or a trade if I don't see anything worth trading, but you can go to the edit tool here and you can edit the amount that you want these presets to be. So I've got 0.01, 0.03, 1, and 10. You can also go ahead and click on instant trade. Now this is what a lot of people are using to get in and out of trades very quickly. So the idea is you want to go ahead and buy, and you can buy gradually using these presets here. And again, you can change the preset up here. So I'm trading right now on preset 1. The idea is you want to buy gradually, and then as it's going up here, you want to be selling off as it's going up. Because if you sold 100% here and you bought here, you'd make profit, but you'd miss out on all of these gains that could happen up here. So you want to sell 10, 10, 10, 25, 25, 50. And this is where your preset is going to be very important, because you need to make sure that your trades will be sold and executed when needed. To be honest with you, there is a big learning curve here. It is a lot of sitting and analyzing these coins. You want to make sure that when you do enter a trade, you're convinced on the narrative and you're not just YOLOing into coins for no reason, especially if you're hanging around the new pairs section. Like you could see this going up, right? And you could just YOLO into this, but this is probably going to get rugged very soon. Someone's going to sell off. There's only 24 holders, and the top 10%, the top 10 holders own 30% of the supply. So once one of them sells, it's going to go down. There we go. So only go in coins that you're sure of, but don't be afraid to enter coins because you can exit quickly, but start with a small balance. I would also recommend going and watching as many videos on Axiom Pro as you can. Sign up first, go and get yourself familiar. Probably just deposit some money and make some trades. And then as you make some trades, watch more videos. Go on X and look at the people who are making trades on X. And yeah, just try and familiar yourself with Axiom Pro, and you will learn by doing. So make sure you click the link in the description below. It's going to give you 10% off trading fees. And thank you for watching.